messages. Thank you for this guidance. So here on the bottom of the deck, we have Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. This person you may have known in a previous lifetime. Okay. Okay, that's what's going on. Okay. All right, so here we have the air energy, and so the masculine. Okay, so there was this relationship between the masculine and the feminine, the runner, the chaser, take what resonates. But basically, this is for a specific group. This is not going to resonate with everybody. So this reading is talking about a relationship between two people who had a very, very strong connection. And like I've said before, just because you have a strong connection doesn't mean that you're meant to be with them. There's a season, there's a time and a season. And so this person or these people had this connection, and it was to teach them lessons. And that's life. Like, we're all here, we're all learning lessons. So one of the lessons that this person learned was the importance, there were so many lessons with this particular relationship. So here I'm being guided to talk about the Eight of Swords. So then you can see here, like, each sword represents a lesson. And so all of these experiences and all of these lessons have got caught up in the subconscious. So they're thinking about everything that happened in the past. So each sword represents a memory, a thought. And so all of those memories and those thoughts are being suppressed. They're trapped. And so then what's happening is this person keeps telling themselves the same narrative, right? So they're telling themselves that they're going to be abandoned, right? This all stems from their childhood. This is somebody who has, both individuals have mommy and daddy, like issues, for lack of a better wording. So basically, that's what this experience, this lesson is all about, is about trusting that you're being provided for, that you're loved and appreciated, and that you deserve to be in a relationship. Because a lot of us think that we believe that we deserve to be in a relationship, but do we really truly believe that we deserve to be in a relationship? Or, are we just pretending? Are we just telling ourselves that, yeah, like, I want to be in a relationship, But then it's like deep down inside, it's like at any given moment in time, you're afraid that that person's going to walk out on you. Yeah, so there's this relationship. They had a soul connection. It was to teach them lessons. There was many, many, many lessons that they had, and it was extremely intense. It triggered a lot of really intense emotions, and you can see here with the Eight of Swords. And so each sword represents a fear, an insecurity. And the primary fear and insecurity is that they're going to be abandoned, and that they're not good enough, that they're not going to be chosen, that they're going to be rejected. That is the biggest fear that this person has. Because what happened was the masculine rejected the feminine in the past. And so now the feminine has moved on, and now the masculine is having to has had this realization that the feminine is the one that they want, but now they're going to have to come back in and express this, right? And so at this time, they're feeling really conflicted because they're afraid that they're going to be rejected. But this is one of the masculine's lessons, right? The masculine has to learn the lesson of and being a balanced masculine, because in the past they weren't able to learn the balance because the feminine was taking on the masculine's job. So the feminine was unbalanced and the masculine was unbalanced because the feminine was doing everything for the relationship, specifically the masculine, right? And then the masculine didn't appreciate it and then had to go to another feminine to get even more, right? It wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. So that's why I tell people, I'm like, come on, like, if you guys are in a third party situation, man, like, what do you think's going to happen? You're just going to like miraculously leave the woman and come back to you. And you're like, literally, like, you haven't done anything. You haven't changed. You're the exact same person. You think that's going to happen? Well, yeah, it could very well happen. But guess what? Your relationship's going to be shit. Like, so, and I know it's hard for people to understand this because, like, it's another example of the programming. You know, we glamorize relationships and, oh yeah, they returned, and oh, you know, the long lost, like. But the thing is how can you have what you want if you can't even be that yourself? So this is also the feminine. It's about receptivity. Feminine, receive. You're deserving. You're worthy. You know, just because they rejected you in the past doesn't mean that you're not appreciated. Doesn't mean that you're not good enough. Doesn't mean that you don't deserve love. That's not what that means. It meant that person had some lessons that they had to learn. They had to undergo these complicated relationship dynamics with other individuals, and you weren't meant to be part of that process. And you chose to be a part of that process. You chose to continue to engage in them even though they were already in a relationship. You chose to check out their social media. You chose to try to get their attention. And the whole entire time, they didn't reciprocate it in the way that you wanted it, in the way that you deserved it. And you can't blame them. Like, and I know people are probably going to get pissed with me when I say that, but like, you got to take responsibility for your part that you played within this relationship, right? So like, and you don't want to blame anyone, right? When I say you can't blame them, like, in all reality, you don't want to blame anyone. We're not playing the blame game. This is just energy. This is us working energy, learning about, learning about ourselves, soul growth, and personal growth and development. That's all this is. That's it. Okay, so yeah, they're concerned that they're going to be rejected because of the way they behaved in the past. They're thinking a lot about making contact. So this is them thinking about making a decision to contact them. But this is, I always tell people too, like, people typically, you know what? I'm going to look it up right now. Lovers. Like, I want a different meaning for the lovers. Like, lovers makes choices to be made, but there's more to the lovers card than choices to be made. Sexual love, beauty, romantic relationships, decisions, commitment, choices to be made. The choice you make now will affect your future. Love heals. So this is what the lover means. Because I had a reading earlier today, and she was doubting my reading based on the cards that I received, based on her knowledge of what the cards mean. And that's what people don't understand, is that the cards are going to present themselves in different images. Like, if you've been reading tarot long enough, like, there's going to be It's multifaceted. Like there's all these different, it's hard to explain. I think you guys know what I'm talking about. So the choices that you make. So the Lover's card is a card of relationships and choice. This card illustrates the power of love, desire, destiny, romance, and attraction. It celebrates challenges overcome. See, this is, why would it be written like that? It celebrates challenges overcome so that the two lovers can be together. See, it doesn't say the challenges overcome. It celebrates challenges overcome so that two lovers can be together. Okay, this is one thing that happens to me when Spirit's talking to me. Spirit tells me, this is an example of how Spirit communicates with me. Very clever, very, very clever, Spirit. So this is a message specifically. It celebrates challenges overcome so that two lovers can be together. Okay, the wording is not normal wording. So that's why I'm saying, like, when things like this happen and there's like you know what I mean? Then this is, to me, is an example. So what does that mean to me to say this? It celebrates challenges. So that's what we're being guided to do. We're being guided to celebrate challenges. And so as I said that, boom, I'll show you. I was immediately drawn, so here I am, and then it celebrates challenges. And then I went straight, looked right there. This is a perfect example of celebrating challenges. I'm getting excited. Calm down, Melissa, calm down. Breathe, self-regulate. Celebrating challenges, and then right next to it is the Lover's card. So that's what the masculine and feminine are being guided to do at this moment, is to celebrate the challenges. But they've been doing the spiritual work. That's what I think the feminine doesn't realize, because the feminine's really caught up in their own storyline, right? What's going on in their personal lives. So I don't think the feminine realizes how much work the masculine is putting into their personal development. I don't think the feminine realizes that. Like, the masculine has actually been doing a lot of deep healing. They've been clearing karma, like massive amounts of karma in a very short period of time, because they know the importance of this relationship and the mission, right? Because this is a mission between specifically the twins. The twins were programmed. They were made particularly for this purpose. It's hard to explain, but regardless, I don't need to explain. I know my truth. So yeah, so anyway, so I'll go like this and I'll show you the cards. I'm just going to stand up and just shake it off here a bit. All right. Can get deeper and deeper into these cards, man. All right, so I wanted to talk about this card here, the Five of Swords. So the key words for this one are embarrassment, illusion, trickery. Learn to laugh at yourself and keep going forward. So reverse would be humiliation, carrying a grudge, conflict with a domineering person. So then that card is paired with the Seven of Swords. So the Five of Swords paired with the Seven of Swords. This says here, new schemes, new solutions, thinking outside the box, relying on your street smarts, partial victory, evasion, cunning, foresight. Reversed, allowing fear to hold you back, not seizing opportunities, timid behavior. So this is what's going on with the masculine, because the masculine rejected the feminine and things didn't work out between the masculine and the karmic. Now the masculine has been going through they've been going through their healing. They've been clearing karma. They've been focused on their spiritual growth and development, and they're doing amazing. They're doing really, 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 really good. The feminine doesn't even realize how good the masculine is doing, because the feminine is also caught up in the old narrative. So they're basically going back and forth between the current moment and the past, the moment, the past, the future, like it's all over. They're bouncing around. So new schemes, new solutions, thinking outside the box, relying on your street smarts, partial victory, evasion, cunning, foresight. So that's what's going on. So they're trying to develop foresight, okay? So that's the reason why I'm saying foresight. Hold on a sec. Like right now, they're blind. They're blinded by everything. Like it's just like... I gotta practice looking up here. Like it's distracting when I look down there. I just stop looking down there. Look in the lens. Okay, look in the lens, Melissa. It's exactly him. It's interesting, hey? So did I sound Canadian? I'm like, it's interesting, eh? So I don't say a, I say hey. It's interesting, hey? But I think most Canadians don't say a, like a, they say hey. But it's more a, like it sounds between the two. Hey, hey, and they say it so quickly, right? I say right lots at the end of the sentence. But you know when people are like talking da 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 da, and then the person responds and it's like, right? To me, it doesn't seem right to say it like that. It's like, I'll be da 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 da, right? And then like trying to get them to like agree with me, like, right? I'm really like, I love the way she's talking about these new schemes, new solutions, thinking outside the box, relying on your street smarts. As well, he's air sign, love it. As well, he's air sign, Gemini. Yes, exactly. Thinking outside the box, relying on your street smarts, partial victory, evasion, cunning, foresight. Not seizing the opportunity, timid behavior, fear is holding them back. And see, they're just being guided to take a leap of faith, to just trust. But the feminine has to trust too. It's not just the masculine. The feminine has to trust. So what the masculine's needing is the feminine to be more compassionate, understanding, loving, nurturing from a distance, right? Stop being so impatient. Stop trying to rush the process, because the masculine needs the time that they need. They don't need to be hurried. Like, it's like when they were a kid, you know, they were constantly bullied. Their parents were constantly like, come on, let's go, let's go. You know, it was this all the time. And they're just like, like, I'm just tired of just constantly being pushed around. I'm tired of like everyone like wanting something from me. I'm tired of people not appreciating me. I'm just tired. Like, I will do what I want to do when I want to do it. And like, I'm just like, you know, leave me alone. So that's the thing, right? The feminine gets so anxious and codependent and contact me and I miss you and I want to be with you, da 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 da. And like, they're not, some feminines are like actually doing it like via social media, via text or phone call or whatever. And then other ones are like doing it telepathically. So it's thinking here, because the feminine was the masculine, right? The feminine was being domineering in the relationship, right? And they tried to trick them. They tried to manipulate them. So the feminine has to also let go of that. Just, you know, give it a good laugh, you know, like, can't like think about it like, ha ha ha, oh my gosh, I can't believe how I behaved. I can't believe that I did that. I can't believe I said that. Oh my goodness. I'm so glad I'm not the same person I was in the past. And just like make light of it. You know what? What's done is done. You did what you did. You've learned your lesson. It's time to move on. Like, what are you supposed to do? Hold on to your pain, your resentment, your you know, the resentment, and like, why? Because the system tells us that we're supposed to do that. They're like constantly bombarding us with like all of this shit. Judgment. It's all, everyone's judging everyone. That's so awful. Like, I'm at a point where I'm like, I can't even freaking watch anything. Because everything's judgment. Come on, people. Relax, man. It's all good. So what? Britney Spears went to the war, freaking changed 4 times, and she looked a little bit messy at the end of her wedding. She's having a good time. She probably had the time of her life, man. She got married. Take it easy. She's got a freedom. She's a Sagittarius. She didn't come here to, she's not here to, you know, please anyone. She's here to please herself. See, here we go. King of Wands. This is Sagittarius energy. So this is the masculine getting their courage, their confidence to contact the feminine. And then the feminine's just relaxed. And she's like, I knew you were coming all along. I knew that you were coming all along. And then going back to that saying in the book that I was talking about, in the way she worded things, right? About the lovers. Yeah, lovers. Do. It celebrates challenges overcome so that 2 lovers can be together. See, they didn't put they didn't put a comma. So it says here, it celebrates challenges overcome so that 2 lovers can be together. So the way I would want to read that, I would say it celebrates challenges overcome so that 2 lovers can be together. In my mind, that's how I would have read it. It's probably correct English, but I didn't see it that way when I first read it. So basically, once again, the feminine and masculine are meant to be celebrating and overcoming the celebration of them overcoming their challenges. This is what the masculine and feminine need. They need to celebrate. They need to be like, holy shit, you know, like we got out of it. We did it, you know, like laughing at themselves, laughing at the insanity. We called each other. We called each other. So then it says here, the hermit. So like I was saying, many of these masculines are doing the deep healing, the spiritual work. Reflection, meditation, intuition, taking time off from the coven, because this is the witch's tarot. So taking time off from the coven. Solitary work, spending time alone, out in nature, gaining enlightenment. Aw, thank you. So yeah, they've been reflecting and meditating, and like they're actually implementing a lot of the spiritual practices that the feminine taught them to, you know, all of the different uplifting, you know, videos. Like they're kind of like, oh, what's in the library? Let's check out the library here. I didn't appreciate this when I got it. Well, how could I? Like it was bombarding, like the person bombarded me, like how could I? But like now I'm like, holy shit, this is really good advice. The feminine's like, heal. I want to be with you. I'll be with you. I'm going to do everything in my power to get you so that you will heal, so that you can be with me. So I don't have to be alone. So I don't have to be lonely. So I don't feel abandoned. So you can be my dad. My dad that was absent. That's basically that's what happened. And then the masculine's like, I'm not ready to heal. I'm not on this level. So they went with somebody else. They're like, okay, like you need to do you. You need to deal with your situation, and I'm going to go over here and I'm going to deal with my situation. Okay. And then if it's meant to be, it'll be. We'll come together once again, unexpectedly. That's not for you to know. There's some things we're not meant to know. But if you heal, then what? Then they heal. I know that much. If you heal, then they heal, because we're all one. So if I'm healed and my energy is lightened and I'm loving and I'm just being this free spirit, then the energy naturally will shift within the collective. And because they're part of the collective, they will be a part of that shift. So if you heal, they heal. Pretty simple if you think about it. It's like, oh, all I have to do is heal. I don't have to worry about healing them. I don't have to be tending to their bandages. Oh, that's taking a load off. Like that's one last task, because I have enough bandages to deal with. It's like when you're carried and you're overwhelmed and you have so many tasks to do and you have so many people to take care of in such a short period of time, and you run yourself ragged, right? And this is what the feminine does. Why do they do that? Because of the program, because of the system. But we're learning something different. We're being more receptive and allowing and patient and just relaxed. You know, it's like utilizing your psychic abilities. You're a very, very, very powerful being. You don't even realize the power of your energy, because you've been too focused on another person to understand, to be able to master your own powers. So yeah, and then this is a success. This is victory. Hip hip hooray. Yay, yay, hip hip hooray. We did it. We did it. You have to pretend like it already is. It already is. You already did it. You're already in a relationship. Guess who you're in a relationship? You're in a relationship with yourself. I'm in a relationship with me. I get up every morning. I'm grateful to start my day. I'm taking inspired action. Living, appreciation, 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 staying busy, moving energy, and just trusting. That's it. That's all you have to do. You just got to get up every day, show up, be appreciative, and then just keep moving. That's it. All right, I'm gonna do a recap. I'm gonna do a quick recap and then I can edit it and post it. Like literally I got sweating from doing that. Like I literally started sweating. And I'm not a sweater. Like what the hell? I just started getting excited and it freaking drips. Oh my God. But that's where they're at. Like the masculine's going nuts. Like they really, 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 really are. Now they know what it's like. Now they know. How would they have known if you didn't allow, right? They would have known. It's much better this way. All right. Okay, so we're going to recap. We can do this, Melissa. If you look back at my content like a year ago, oh my God, I was so nervous. I was so freaking nervous. It took me so long to do one video because I was just like, I had like a certain way and it was insecure is what it was. Okay, well, I'm just gonna ramble on. All right, so here we have the Knight of Swords and the Knight. Okay, see, now I got the pressure on. I only do it. I do it to myself, man. Do it to myself. So I got to get into channeling mode. Aw, I just got a vision of a penguin. Aw, so sweet. The sky, it's turning dark. The storm is coming. The air energy, the lightning. I gotta look at the Five of Wands again. Five of Wands, Five of Pentacles. Like that was, I really liked how that lady worded this. Okay, so here we go. We have the Knight of Swords. So somebody could be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, but it doesn't have to be. So this is talking about our intellect, our mental processing. So someone has been thinking a lot about a relationship. So this is the masculine energy. The masculine has been thinking about the feminine. And So this feminine and the masculine came together to learn lessons. See, it doesn't seem so authentic, and you guys are watching. And I know you guys are watching, and I'm like, I'm just gonna redo it. I said what I said. Doesn't seem authentic now. We're gonna start fresh. New storyline. All right. See, just like that. That's how it works. Energy shift, just like that. Boom. At any given moment in time, the energy can change. So basically, the moon. So that's how the energy manifested in me pulling the moon card. So the moon is talking about its hidden information. So I chose to no longer reveal messages from that spread. So I was hiding the information. I shifted the energy. Thank you, Spirit, for these messages. Thank you, Spirit, for these messages. Needs to be addressed? What needs to be addressed? Anything? What do we need to know? Definitely need to be known this. Change. It's the feminine that's actually, like, the feminine is playing a major role in the unfolding of this potential. See, I say potential, right? Because the thing is it's like everything has potential. But the feminine is playing a large role in how this is unfolding. Like they both are, but I don't think the feminine realizes how much. Because the feminine's sad. Like they want to be touched. They want affection. They want passion. They want somebody to share their feelings with, share their thoughts with, their expression. And so the reason why there's a delay in communication, or one of the what's happening is it's delaying, slowing down the process of reconciliation, because the feminine isn't being positive. They're not optimistic. They're not this excitable, high vital energy. They're just kind of like sad and mopey, kind of like But the thing is life's purpose. So just, this is the energy that you're dealing with right now. You're dealing with the water priestess energy, like Venus. So this is the energy the feminine is what the masculine needs is to be rocked. And the feminine needs to be rocked. And you can just see, like, the more I let go, the more like, my body just becomes limp. and it feels effortless. It's like when you're with them, it's just lightness of being. It's about the feeling. It's all about the feeling. Okay. Five of Wands, Five of Swords, Five of Wands, Five of Swords. I'll look it up one more time. I'm going to write it down, actually. We're doing a study. So it's Sunday, so instead of a Bible study, we're doing a different study. I don't know what to call this study, but we're doing a study. Queen of Wands and the King of Wands has been coming out a lot in the readings, and normally those two cards don't come out like as much as they have been. This is going to happen quick. It's going to happen as fast as you allow it. My fluffy kitty. If you're interested in more information, my readings are 15. So if you'd like some more personal guidance on your situation, they're 15 USD or 15 CAD if you're Canadian. Okay. So yeah, so here, the quickening of development. They're basically envisioning a brighter future. They want to have, like, they want to come together and celebrate and, you know, give each other recognition for their hard work and being like, good job. Like, I'm so proud of you. You did amazing. You've come so far. Like, I can't believe how much you've changed. You know, thank you for inspiring me. And then like the previous reading I did, the King of Swords. So they're just mental clarity. They're getting ready to express themselves, keeping their emotions in checks, being disciplined, working out, you know, holding themselves to a higher standard. And the negative thoughts and attitudes are keeping a person paralyzed. They're paralyzed by fear because of these negative thoughts. And then the Page of Swords, youthful messenger, action-oriented, innovative, inquisitive, intelligent, quick-witted, truth seeker, organized planner, clear and direct communicator. So this is kind of like also the energy that they're cultivating, you know, alongside, like they're finding a nice balance between the man and the boy, right? Or the woman and the girl, because we're mirroring one another. The yin, the yang, the light, the dark, the sinner, the saint, we're mirroring one another. So if they're going through this, you're going through this. We're all going through the same things, just not always simultaneously, but we're always going through the same things. But like I said, like it's going to happen very quick. It's going to happen quick. It's going to happen as quick as you allow it. It's basically opening up the floodgates. Open up the floodgates. Four of Swords. Conflict, the Five of Swords. This is how this lady, or how I had it written down. So she had Five of Swords, embarrassment, illusion, trickery, learn to laugh at yourself and keep going forward. And then I had here conflict, deceit, strategy, resentment, obsessive, manipulation, hostility, aggression, and argumentative. So I'm going to reflect on that. What time is it? 4:47. So we're going to be having a storm. It's all about your belief. It's all about your belief. What are you thinking? What are you believing? You gotta believe, man. Believe. You can believe or you not believe. If you believe or not believe, that's to be or not to be. That is the question.